Am I the a-hole for deciding not to share my wife's pregnancy news with my mom? I, 31M, have been no contact with my mom for 9 years now, and I need some advice. I have 2 siblings, a sister, 29F, and a brother, 24M. Growing up, I remember a lot of screaming, getting blamed for everything, and being told I brought it on myself. One incident that stands out is when I was 11 and got slapped across the face multiple times while being told I'd regret my actions as a child. I don't even remember what I did to deserve that. When I was a teen, my mom started bringing home boyfriends. My sister and I were constantly yelled at for not being nice enough to them. One of her boyfriends, an angry drunk, made life miserable for a couple of years. On every vacation with him, he'd get drunk, and we'd have to leave the caravan to avoid him. After one particularly awful trip, I refused to go on the next one, but my mom guilt-tripped me into coming. It was just as bad as the others. Things came to a head when I was 17. During an argument, my mom asked, "Why are you like this?" And I blurted out, "Because I don't like you." She kicked me out and sent me to live with my dad. It wasn't the first time. She had done the same thing when I was 15. My dad's house wasn't much better, but I stuck it out. One time, while staying at my dad's, my mom's drunk boyfriend started sending her angry messages. She called my dad to pick up my younger brother, but when we arrived, I had to go inside to help him pack. Her boyfriend confronted me, yelling in my face and trying to intimidate me. I stayed calm, got my brother, and left. Fast forward to when I was 22, my mom started dating a 27-year-old. She'd be all over him in front of us, and then they'd disappear into her room. I found it gross and asked my brother how he felt. He said it made him uncomfortable, so I brought it up to my mom. The next day, she screamed at me, accusing me of lying and making things up. At the same time, I was working as an apprentice under a terrible boss who constantly belittled me. I was coming home in tears every day. My mom said if I quit, she'd help me until I found a new job. A month later, she told me she was moving to a smaller place, and I'd have to either find my own place or move in with my dad, 4 hours away. Not long after that, I got into a fight with my brother. He threw a DVD at my face, and I retaliated by pretending I'd hit him to scare him. My mom came out, saw the situation, and immediately kicked me out. I slept in my car that night and decided I was done. Since going no contact, I've been much happier. But over the years, family and her friends have constantly pressured me to reach out. They've never asked how I'm doing, just that I should let her back into my life. My brother even claims I've been twisting the story, though I've never shared it with anyone. Now, my wife and I are expecting our first child. After my siblings found out, they asked if I'd tell my mom. I said no. My sister messaged me saying her daughter is sick and in and out of the hospital and that I should tell our mom so she doesn't have to deal with the fallout. I got upset and didn't respond, as I felt like she was using her daughter to manipulate me. Then she messaged my wife saying both my mom and I messed up and that I should tell her. I suspect my siblings want me to tell her because they don't want to deal with her unstable reaction. But I've been drama-free since cutting her out, and I don't want to change that. This should be a happy time for my wife and me, but the family drama is making it stressful. We don't want to ruin our relationship with my nieces, but I also can't see this going well if I reach out to my mom. So am I the a-hole?